Hey everyone, it's Tanya. I'm here once again with KB Riley this time. It was a crafty Saturday. Told you it was. So this time I am here to make a pop-up card with you. I don't know if you all are familiar, but Karen Burniston is the master of all things pop-up. And she always had been. Hello, Carla. She always has been, like over 20 years. And I own Riley, so we got together one day and we decided to start a company called KB Riley. So, oh, hello Shannon and Cindy and Kathy and everybody's coming back. Yay, Dolores is back, Peggy's back. Yay, I'm so glad that you guys joined me again. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to show you, and I say this every single time. I know. But this is one of the easiest cards, pop-up cards you will ever do. It is ridiculously simple. I did it wrong, and it still worked, if that tells you anything. So, oh, hello, Miss Melody. Goodness sakes, everybody's coming in. Everybody's coming in. All right, I'm going to get you over here. So, looky here. Isn't this gorgeous? It's amazing. This is glossy accents, you guys. So simple. It's just crystal lacquer glossy accents. You know, one of those things. Yay! Oh, rats! I lost my gift card, but this is a gift card holder. The gift card goes back in here, so it sticks out sideways, and I lost it. But anyway, you guys get it. Lovely for the Karina's posting links already. Oh, sale items. Yes. Okay. Well, then I'll get to that real quick. The dies that we are using today are the thank you. We are using the tea and coffee borders, and we are using the coffee cup pop-up. Okay. All of these dies, number one, are in the sale category at 20% off, but only for like 3 days. Okay. I think it ends Sunday night, Monday. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's only for a very, very short time, so make sure you grab these if you do not already have them. Also, one lucky winner that comments today, we will randomly choose you. You will win this entire set of dies, so you can make this card. So, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the papers that I'm using, okay? I can't believe that, and I was even cleaning, and I didn't find it, so I have no idea where it is. Anyway, it was really cute. I made my own little fake card. But this paper right here and these papers that you see on here, those are from a very good friend of mine that now has his own stamp line. It's called Scrappy Boy Stamps. He is one of my very besties. His name is Sean. You may have seen him on my Facebook page if you and I are friends. But these papers, this is the coffee sets, and I love these. Look at all these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous papers in here. They're double-sided, and it is all about the coffee in this set. There's no coffee and tea. It is a very good coffee set, and I love that they're shiny. They've got a slight sheen to them, and they're fabulous. So this is one set. Now look at this table that I made. Doesn't that look realistic? Like seriously, that is in the pirate sets. And just a hint, our new release is coming out, what is today, the 8th? You got a couple weeks until KB Riley comes out with a new release, and you might need this paper. I'm just saying you might. I'm not giving anything away, but you might. Just a little hint there. And you'll have the wood to make this coffee set. So it's scrappyboystamps.com. But don't leave me. Don't go anywhere until after I'm done. So let's make this card. It is so super easy that I may get done before 1 o'clock. You never know. So, oh, Miss Penny Blaylock is back. And Penny won a die set from my little Friday adventure. I decided to just do a live on Friday and introduce you to some paints and stuff that I had for Riley, and I think it might just become a thing because I kind of like it. Like lunch with Tanya on Fridays, or Friday Funyays. I don't know. But it might just become a thing. So what we're going to do, let's just do the outside first. This is really pretty simple. Okay. The thank you, you might notice something here that we don't have that might be available in a couple weeks. So let's just go ahead and start. I'm not going to glue this whole thing on here yet, just in case I screw up on this, but let's just go ahead and get the front started. This is just an A2 size card. Okay, so I cut it at A2 is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so this is 4 by 5 1/4. I never tell you guys that, because it takes too long for me to remember. Now I'm going to use my zip dry on the backgrounds for this, but I'm also going to show you when we get to these some of the best glue and bottle that you can use if you're using little tiny parts. So zip dry is just rubber cement in a bottle, and it's fabulous, and it lets you move your card around to get it nice. I just glued that on there. See, and I told you I wasn't going to, so look at this. This is why I love zip dry. It comes right off. It'll only do that for a couple minutes, okay? But in this case, I think I'm going to put it back on and just basically hope for the best, because I don't want to rub all that glue off, and it will come off if you rub it off. All right, we'll just hope that I don't mess up, okay? So I'm going to use this paper. I could use the other side too. It's really cute. And I use thank you because, you know, if you know somebody loves coffee, there's nothing better than a Starbucks gift card, because Starbucks is so crazy expensive that a gift card's a really nice thing to have. So, alrighty. So I'm just going to put this piece on here. I'm very concerned, honestly, that it's not going to take me that long to make this card. I've already pre-cut all my pieces. All right, and I'm also going to start doing card shorts on Riley's YouTube channel, and I might do some KB shorts on there too. So see how easy that is? I mean, it's just, seriously, I've pre-cut everything, so it's really easy. Now, this little piece, I'm not going to use zip dry, because zip dry is for bigger areas. It's not made, and see, it's rubber cement, so you just rub it off. It comes off. Isn't that great? So in this case, I'm going to go to my second favorite glue in my bottle, which is my fine tip bottle in the pH, the Lineco pH that we sell on the KB Riley site. This is pH glue inside here. The bottle and the tip don't come with the glue. You have to get them separate and fill them yourselves. But it's really easy because the fine tip bottle is so small to get in these little places like this. And so when I do words, I don't spend a lot of time trying to get every little space. This is one of our bigger words, so it's a little easier. I'll explain this in a minute. But when you have this, I want to just create a shadow. So we're going to put this piece on our background. Just like that. And see how you can see the little white dots that I did? Watch this. You just push them down and you just pick them up with your fingers. And it's so, this glue is very, very forgiving to get off, and it dries clear too. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to ink this guy up a little bit, and I will show you how to do that. So I'm going to get some darker green ink, and let's just go with peeled pink. Okay, and we're just going to grab a sponge. There's the one I used from before. So we're just going to grab a sponge, and all you do is you just pick up some ink on here, and you're just going to start, and you only do the bottom half because we just want to create kind of the idea of a shadow. See? And then to do this top part up here, I just tilt it a little bit. Okay. And see how it kind of gives just a little bit of a shadow on there? And then we're just going to glue this on top of our thank you. Now, you guys are going to have a chance to win this whole entire set of dies. So I'm going to give you something to comment on, okay? I want you to tell me whether you came here because you saw the first card I did, or for some other reason that you saw it on an email or website. Just tell me where you heard that I was going to be doing this today. I would love to know that, and that will give you a chance to win as well by commenting. Now when I lay these on here to create the shadow, I just offset it just a tiny bit, and I go one letter at a time. That way I can get them all nice and even on there. So there you have it. All right, super simple, right? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come back with my glue, and I'm just going to touch each one of these. And put it right in the middle. You don't have to trim anything. I'm going to just touch all the spaces that I have any glue on. Now you can either pop this up if you want, which you can if you want to, but I'm just going to glue it down. Somebody's going to win this card too. Yes, some lucky random commenter is going to win this card, because I ended up having a lot of cards left over, and somebody had mentioned you need to give your cards away. I'm like, oh, what a great idea. So one of you out there is going to get this card in the mail. Yay! Okay, so there we have it. That is the front. That's as easy as it gets. And to the winner, when you get it, just take your crystal lacquer and go on top of the thank you, and it'll look like that. All right, so now we're going to go to the inside of the card. And this is actually, if you've watched me before, I have told you that I do this kind of as a pop-up for dummies, because these dies kind of intimidate me, and I don't know why. You know, I mean, I'm a smart person, but I don't know why they intimidate me. So I thought I can't be the only one out there, right, like that. So this is why I started doing it. So I started calling it pop-up for dummies, because if I can do it, you guys can do it, trust me. Now I decided on this one that I was going to do this all by myself, and I was not going to go watch one of her videos. I was going to see if I could just read the instructions on the back of here and do it myself. Okay, and I did, and it worked, but I got 3/4 of the way through and went, oh, and I was talking to Karen, and I'm like, oh, I should have done this first, shouldn't I have? And she goes, yep. Which brings me to my point. Every single pop-up card that she makes, she takes the time and goes out and makes a video, an assembly video. Pre-cuts everything, walks you through it piece by piece by piece by piece. Okay, and shows you how to make every single card. I have to watch them. They're fabulous, and her voice is nice and calm and soothing, and so they're lovely to watch. They really are. She does the most amazing videos. Very polar opposite of me. I fly by the seat of my pants. Karen's very beautifully controlled, and everything's in its place, and it makes it so easy to do pop-ups. Well, this one I did by myself, but I did learn some things, so I'm going to show you. Now, this is your mechanism. We've got all these different pieces, okay? So this is your mechanism, that's the actual coffee cup. I'm going to set that aside. It also has a little lid. Uh-oh, I think I grabbed the wrong lid. Nope. I have an extra lid. And see, so that little lid goes on there. You can't see it quite yet. And then I have my pieces parts. Okay, so I am just going to look at all my pieces parts. Let's just do the inside first. We're going to glue down all of our basic inside pieces. There we go. So all I did was I took the table piece and I put it on a brown piece, but I lined it up with this edge. Okay, and I'll show you why in a minute. I'm going to use my zip drive for this. And we're going to see where this connects. So is it this way? I do believe it is. So we're going to put it on here and line it up like that. So that's going to go here, but we're going to take this one and line it up like this so it looks like the actual table. Okay, and once we get those pieces glued together, then what we're going to do we're going to put that on there, and we're going to make sure we're not going to butt them right up next to each other, because when you do that, it has a hard time folding. Okay, so we're going to leave just a little bitty space there. Karen, it's okay if you put a link to the Scrappy Boy site for this coffee paper if you want. Just don't leave me clicking on it yet, okay? Stick with me. But you can go back and find it later. All right, so that's our table. Isn't that easy? So all I'm going to do is I just took a couple other pieces. You can use that if you want. I'm going to use this, add a little brightness to it. Okay, and while I'm doing this, I'll tell you a little story about Sean with Scrappy Boy. We have been friends for years, literally years. And believe it or not, I never met him, ever, until I went to Denver last weekend to a show as just a show participant, not a vendor. And so we just went to play, and I went with two of my design team members, Peggy and Tia, and I went with my friend Melissa, and I got to meet Sean for the first time, and it was craziness. It was like I'd known him my whole entire life, and he is just a wonderful, wonderful human, and his husband, Paul, is just fabulous. So, there we go. That's our card, right? Easy peasy. So what I took, I did this, and I covered this little space right here. Now see this jar that I'm using? This is just a paper towel in the bottom of a yogurt jar. All right. And what it does, you just put a tiny bit of water in the bottom of this, and when you store this upside down, it keeps this little teeny tiny tip from drying up. That is a Karen tip for you. It's very handy. I will tell you though, do not put too much water in it, because what it does is it will seep up into this little tip, and then your first little squirt, when you squirt it out, will have water in it. So we're going to do this. Isn't this cute? I just love it. Like, wouldn't it be a little cute little fake tattoo? Right? Put it up around your arm, you know, just a little armband. You could put it on your wall all the way around. Yeah, okay. It might take a while. And the set that it comes in has some really adorable coffee and tea borders. I'll show you in a minute. So this side we're just going to put over there. So the set that it comes with has the borders, of course, but then it has coffee and little teacups and little teapots. Okay, and then it even has the saucers, which is a separate die here. And then it has separate coffee and separate tea cups and saucers so that you can lay them on top and make different ones. Isn't that fabulous? Without having to cut a whole thing. I love this set. Okay, so I think, nope. Okay, so I put this down here just as a place to sign. Okay, it's always nice to have a little spot that says, enjoy your coffee. Okay, now we're going to put our little faux, I'm going to do this little piece right here, little faux Starbucks piece. Now I'm going to show you something. Can you guys tell that this is shiny? See that? Yes, I'm going to give you another Karen Burniston trick. Okay, another Karen Burniston trick. All this is just a green piece of cardstock with packing tape on top of it. No kidding. Put the packing tape on top of it, rub it down real good, and then die cut it out, and it's already glossy for you. Is that perfection or what? Every single color of paper you can have glossy colored paper. Right. And then we're going to put this in the middle of it. Okay, and then we're just going to add, and you can put anything in here you want. You could add their initials. We've got a great little tiny alphabet set, or you could make little hearts in there. But we're just going to put coffee beans on it. Okay, so that is that piece. Now, here's this is going to wrap around my coffee cup. Okay. And I'm just going to take my Distress ink and I'm going to make it look a little more realistic. So I'm just going to come back and very gently use my vintage photo, and I'm just going to run it right on top of it. Not a lot, but a little. This specific die cuts and it also embosses. Can you see that? It's embossed very, very well. It looks like it's crimped paper. So it cuts so it bends, but it also embosses. All right, so now all we have left. It even has a little stirrer in the set. Is that a hoot? Same thing. It looks like a real stirrer stick, doesn't it? Because it's all nice and glossy. It's not. It's just a piece of paper with packing tape and you cut it out. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we are going to put together this horribly not difficult card piece. The folding lines are right there. So we're going to fold that. The folding lines are already in here. So we're going to fold that. No kidding. This is what we're going to do. We are just going to use our glue that dries really quick. Okay, and we are going to lay it down on there, and we're going to make sure that it goes edge to edge here. And you kind of want that little bend in there. See that? Kind of want that. So we're going to fold this tab out and this tab out. Okay? That's it. I'm not kidding you. That's it. So while we have it up here, let's just go ahead and we're going to glue the wrap onto it. I will tell you guys something I just realized. So when I was putting together my other one, the first sample, I was putting this little piece on and I thought, wow, you know, I have this little white line on this side. So it's just a tiny bit too small. All you have to do is scoot it down and it'll fit. I just realized that. Holy cow. All right, so that little piece is glued on for us, right? So now this is our coffee cup lid, and this piece also embosses. Can you guys see this? Isn't that neat? Like, it looks like a cup. All right, you're going to take your vintage ink again, all right, and be very careful with it. Just a little bit. We want highlights here, not a brown cup lid. And we want to just barely highlight this, so be very careful. If you can't be careful with a bigger sponge, grab a littler sponge. And I destroyed my first one, just to let you guys know. So see how it just gives it a little bit more dimension? And we're just going to take that and we're going to glue that right on there. Just like that. Now here's a little thing that you could do. You cannot do this with a, I used a regular A2 size card. Okay, so this is 5.5 by 4 1/4. If you went 5.5 by 5.5, you could actually take a stirrer and glue it underneath this white piece, and it would look like you've got a stirrer in the top. I can't do this with this one, and I'll show you why in a minute, and I learned the hard way on my first one. Okay, but so now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you these two pieces. Okay, these are the little napkins. And the little napkins have the same embossing feature, right? And the little holes. So these little napkin pieces go right here, and they're going to go right here. All right? So easy. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the front of our cup, and I'm going to put a little glue back behind here. Take the front of the cup, if I can get a handle on it, slide it in, and squeeze it down. And it's going to match that little line right there, right? So you know what we're going to do with the other one. And it's going to open this, so you can squeeze it just to create a little bend. Be really careful when you do that, because you want a nice natural bend. You don't want it to be too hard, to define the bend, to be too defined. So we're going to do this too. You can put it this way, or you can put it on the back here, or you can do both. And we're just going to tuck that in. Wish I had 3 hands like right now. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to push that down just like that. So when you open it up, look at this. Ta-da! So I'm going to right now go ahead and put my glue here. And just so you know, if you decide to do this and you want to put the napkins down first, there we go. And I'm going to hold that just for a second so that it locks in for me. And then I'm going to take this. I'm going to add a lot of glue to it. And I'm just going to close my card. Okay, so I'm going to sit here for just a second and let that glue attach. All right. Like I said, it was super simple. Now, if you want to go ahead and put the napkins down first, just make sure you don't glue around the little slit, that you slide it under, because that's how I did it, and it works fine too. Okay, so I just want to make sure that it's all, look at that. Look at how great that did. See how easy that is? Easy peasy. And all you have to do is line them up with your little lines on your table. So simple. Ta-da! Yes. And then, if you have your gift card, you don't have to have a gift card, right? You can tuck a little note in there that says "I love you" or something like that. But it tucks right back here underneath these little flaps. They just pop out. They just fold out. So now let's put on our, I'm gonna put this on here. And I did not glue the whole thing down because I want it to stick out a little bit. So I only just ran a couple lines in the center, and I'm going to hold it there. This is so simple, right? I mean, I can't even, when I did this, I was like, oh. And you can make it any color you want, but you know, most takeout cups are white. And the most popular place for coffee is Starbucks, and that's the green. And it matches the paper if you want to do it in other colors, or you can, I mean, if you've got a local coffee shop, you can make it in whatever colors they have. So I'm just going to glue this down. Now, let me show you, before I do, what I meant. So if I tuck this back in here, okay, if I glued this down, which is really, really cute if I have it sticking out like that, right? I mean, it's super cute. But if I do, look what happens. See, so if you want to do something like that, you need to make it a little longer. I learned that the hard way. So I just cut it out and I put it on the table instead. And I am really taking my time putting this together. Okay, so if you wanted to do this card and you had several of the, if you die cut everything at once, you could make several of these cards. It would be so nice and easy, and people will just be like, whoa. Okay, so it does look like a table, doesn't it? It looks fabulous like a table. And that's that paper. So I'm just going to put a couple random, oh, I didn't get enough glue on it. Put a random coffee bean there, and a random coffee bean right there. Look at that. Was that easy or what? Was this like the most simple, seriously the most simple pop-up card I've ever done on here? Fabulous. Yes, teachers, bus drivers, if you go to Starbucks all the time, you know, and you go there every day and you see the same person, okay, do this card but put something different than where they work, you know, into it. Do a different type of gift card, you know. It'd be so much fun. You know, thank you for always giving me the best coffee or something like that. This is a fabulous thank you card. Just love it. Okay, so a little recap here. And whoever gets this card, I'm going to draw, and whoever gets this card, I am not going to sign it. Okay, I'm just going to send it to you, and then that way you will have a card that's pre-made. So again, I'm going to show you the dies that go with this. All right, they're the coffee and tea border. All right, and they come with all of these fun coffee and teas and all that good stuff. And you can also cut these apart as well, right? Then this is the coffee pop-up. Okay, so it comes with the napkins and all the designer pieces and 4 little individual coffee beans and the cap and the stirrer and the little coffee wrap. And then here is the thank you. And it does not have a shadow, but it will. Okay, these 3 dies, somebody's going to win these as well. All right, I have about 10 minutes. So if you guys will give me like 20 seconds, I will run over and get some samples if you want me to. So hang on just a second. I didn't think I was going to get done this early, but I'll go grab some real quick. All right, I went into my stash, which is this baskets. And I just grabbed a whole bunch of cards and I have no idea what they are, okay? No idea. So I'm just going to, one by one, show you the samples. So I love this card. Isn't it cute? I just love it. And again, this is Scrappy Boy Stamps and it's in the Pirate collection. This paper is. And then the rest of it is, Scrappy Boy Stamps Coffee collection. So also one thing that you can comment with is I am trying to keep track of where everybody's from. I think it'd be really fun to do a big map and the events that I do, see what places in the United States that we have touched. So if you would like to, I would love it if you would put your city and state down. Just comment with your city and state, because I'd like to really fill that map up and see where most of our people are coming from. All right, samples are us. Let's do this. So here is our waterfall sample with our, look at those. Oh, right. I'm going to see. I have no name. A little Easter card. Yeah. Okay. And let's see what this one is. Oh, there we go. All of these can be found on KarenBurniston.com. Okay, just remember that. Hold on a second. I'm drinking. Alrighty. And again, you guys, with every single different pop-up mechanism that I show you, all you have to do is go to the website, to this product, to the product that I'm showing you. The waterfall card has the assembly video right there on that page. And another thing, Karen teaches classes too. Once a month, she teaches classes, and they are fabulous. And every third one, we provide kits, but you can get kits from the stores listed on our website. If you want to take buy a kit and learn how to do it, they are fantastic. And you can get that from the website too. Isn't this cute? Aww. Be a cute little pride card too without the little shamrocks. Okay, this is our photo. Believe it or not, it's a photo twist and it has little photographs on it, but I have used this mechanism for so many different cards. So, oh, St. Patrick's Day must have been last. So, what do we have on this one? Oh, there you go. And, oh, there's one. I don't know if you guys saw that, but this is the flower pots, and I turned it into a pot of gold. You can actually see how to do this on one of the videos. Here's a happy spring. Oh, it's the same mechanism, just changed out what's on it. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. Sandy Diller made that card. This is an amazing, look at this. Isn't that fun? They all twist and pop up. I love this card. So cute, and you can put anything in the flowers that you want. And let's see what this one is. Oh yeah, look at this card, you guys. This is craziness. And this is, I also did a card that had with this mechanism, but I think it was Halloween. Look at this birthday card. It is so very simple. Seriously, this mechanism is so easy, and Karen even has a video on how to do a double stack on it. Is this not absolutely stunning? Okay, moving along. Oh, this is our pull. Look at that. Yes. Okay. I do Halloween with that? That's what I thought. Okay, whoop, that's the same card. See, I have two of them because I didn't give it away. This, look at this. One of the easiest, single most cards you can ever do besides the coffee. Honestly, it glues here, and it glues here. That's all there is to it. Super simple. These little eggs, aren't they cute? Okay, so what's this one? Oh, Oh, this is the fence. Isn't this gorgeous? The birds. Adorable. Here's another one. I'm just as like excited to see him as you guys are. So I love this hello. You can do so much with it. Look at it. Yes, isn't that sweet? Wouldn't that be a great welcome to the neighborhood? All right. And this is such a good one, and I love this card. I love it, love it, love it so much. And I did one of these, and I think I have it sitting here, but it's a gnome house. We have the pop-up house, and then all kinds of different things to go on it, right? So this is the gnome house. Isn't that cute? And yes, this is the one that I did. Or I did one like this anyway. But look at that. A gingerbread house. So simple. It looks so hard, doesn't it? It's really not. It's because she gives you so many amazing little decorator pieces that it looks like it would be hard, but it's really not. It's really not. It glues. See, if you guys can see that. You see it underneath? Oh, there we go. There's only 2 things you glue down. Okay, and then you glue the roof to your base piece. Super easy. And oh, I had a basket full of flowers, but those aren't there. So my last one to show you is a fun one. Ready? There are pop-up boxes. So you have seen the pop-up circles, right? This one hasn't been popped for a while, so I had to get it kind of back to where it was. But look at their little birthday boxes. So we have and they all fit in this little slider box. So you just flatten them down and flatten them down. And see, it says, happy birthday to you. Tuck them in there. And I do believe this little box will also hold the mini surprise ball, or the bitty one of the 2. Anywho, so one more time. Wow! How fun is that, right? I just sit here and play with these all the time. It's ridiculous. So that is all I have for today. And I want to thank each and every one of you so very much for joining me this morning and again this afternoon. I appreciate it so, so much. And you've got about 2 minutes to comment to win. So I am just going to go back through here and see if there are any questions real quick. Where are you guys from? Tell me where you're from, because I want to know. I want to have a whole map with little green dots and little blue dots for KB. So if you guys go back through the comments too, Karina does a very, very good job. She's my little Robin to my Batman here, and she posts the links on where to find all this really good stuff. So, all right, I am going to say goodbye for the day. I hope you guys have your tickets for the grand prize drawing. We'll be giving away that set and the card that I just did from this thread, okay? And at the very end of the day, there's a whole bunch of door prizes too. So you guys have a fabulous Saturday, and I will see you soon. Take care.